Okay, dear students, good morning. Yesterday we discussed the lesson Gentlemen of Rio in Media up to 1 to 5th paragraphs. In that paragraphs we come on to conclusion that means we understood that the American people they were ready to buy the Don Anselmo's land. Don Anselmo was such a principled person and he was ready to sell his land to the American people. When they decided to buy his land or purchase his land, they measured his land. When they sent the surveyors and the engineers to measure his land, they come on to conclusion that his land was extended up to 16 acres. That means it was the extra land up to 16 acres. When they come on to know about that, they were ready to pay extra amount for Don Anselmo's extra land. When they were approached that matter to Don Anselmo, thorough narrator Don Anselmo was not ready to accept the extra amount for his extra land because we purely said that or we perfectly said that Don Anselmo was the man of principle. That means he was not greedy person. He was not greedy person. We understood these aspects in those first to fifth paragraphs. Then I would like to continue this lesson from the sixth paragraph. Shall we continue this lesson now? Okay. Look at the paragraph number 6. When Don Anselmo was refused to accept the extra amount for his extra land, the narrator, who was the narrator here? Juan A. Cedillo was the narrator of this lesson. The narrator just wanted to convince him, but it was useless. Don Anselmo finally was not ready to accept the extra amount for his extra land. So after that the narrator argued with him. Argued means the narrator just wanted to convince to him. Convinced to him, but it was fruitless. That means it was useless. It means Don Anselmo was not ready to accept the extra amount for his extra land. Finally, Don Anselmo signed the deed, that means document, and took the money, but refused to take more than the amount agreed upon. I already told about that. Finally, he signed to the deed for sale his land and refused to take more than the amount agreed upon. Then he shook hands all around, put on his raised gloves, took his stick. What was the stick here? What was the thing he was used for his walking? It was a ruined skeleton of a umbrella or skeleton of a ruined umbrella. So he put on his raised gloves and then he shook hands all around. He took his stick and walked out with the boy behind him. When he signed to that deed, he returned from his office to his house. When he express his gratitude towards the American people and the narrator. A month later, his friends had moved into Rio en Medio. When the American people purchased Don Anselmo's land, after 1 month they went to their purchased land. Who went to their purchased land here? The American people. After a month, they went to their purchased land. They had replastered the whole house. When they went to their purchased land after a month, they renovated their house and land. They renovated their house and land. How did they renovated their house and land? It is a very expectable question. How did the American people repaired or renovated their purchased land and house? It will be the possible of 2-mark question. How did they renovated their purchased land? First thing is here, they had replastered the whole house. When that purchased house, it was old and ruined, so they replastered the old house. First thing. Second thing, they pruned the trees. Pruned means here to cut off some branches of a tree to make it grow better. That means the cut off of the branches of the tree. That is pruned. Second thing, they pruned the trees. And third thing, patched the fence. Fence means the boundary of their land. So they patched means here repaired their fence. It is third point. And fourth point, moved in summer. When they renovated their purchased land by these aspects, they went to that house in summer season. How did they renovated their land is here? One is they replastered the house, old house. Second one, they pruned the trees. And third one, they patched the fence and moved in summer. One day, after that, one day they came back to the office to complain. When they renovated their land and also house, after for a while, they returned to Don Anselmo's office for complaint. There was a reason to their complaint. Why did they return to Don Anselmo's office after for a while? They returned to Don Anselmo's office for a while or after for a while to complain. The reason for their complaint was the children of the Rio en Medio were overrunning their property. They were overrunning in their purchased land. Who were overrunning in their purchased land? The children of Rio en Medio. It is the first point for their complaint. They were complaining about the children of Rio en Medio. They always came to their purchasing land and overrunning in that property. It is one thing. And second thing, they came every day and played under the trees. It is the second point for their complaining. That point is here. That means here the children of Rio en Medio. They came every day to their purchased land and played under the trees. And the third point is here, built when they were came to their purchased land and played under the trees, they also built little clay fences around them. It is the third point for their complaint. That point is here. They built little clay fences around them, and the last one, they took the blossoms from the American people's purchased land. So, by these aspects or by these remarks, they came to Don Anselmo's office to complaining in a particular day. The main reasons for their complaint were, one is the children of Rio and Medio, they came to their purchased land and they overrunning in their property. Second one, they came every day and played under the trees. Third one, they built little clay fences around the trees. And the last one, they took blossoms. Blossoms means here the flowers, the beautiful flowers which were grown in this, in their orchard. So they took blossoms. By these aspects, the American people just wanted to control the activities which were made by the children of Rio and Medio. So they returned back for a particular day to complain about the children of Rio and Medio. When they were spoken to, when the American people just wanted to convince to the children of Rio and Medio did not come to our land and did not make these mischievous activities. When they were tried to spoken to, they only laughed and talked back good naturedly in Spanish. The American people, they were not known about the Spanish language. When they did not know about the Spanish language, the children of Rio and Medio, they laughed and talked back good naturedly in the language of Spanish. So when they returned to Don Anselmo's office room, the narrator sent a messenger to the mountains for Don Anselmo. When they sent a particular person, that means the messenger to the mountains for Don Anselmo. It took a week to arrange another meeting. When they came to Don Anselmo's office room, it took a week to another meeting arrange. When he arrived after a week, when Don Anselmo arrived to his office room, dear children, here look at this word, arrive. Arrive means to come. To come. The opposite to this word is here departure. Arrive, departure. Arrive, to come, departure, to go out. To go out. When Don Anselmo arrived to his office after a week, he repeated his previous preliminary activities. Here, previous preliminary activities means when he first time came into his office room, just he bowed all of them and he removed his hat and gloves very slowly and carefully. Once again he did those activities in that situation, so that they were the preliminary previous activities or performance. After that he wore the same faded coat or cutaway. Once again he wore the same old and ruined and torn coat and carried the same stick. What was his walking stick here? The walking stick which was used by Dan Anselmo was a ruined skeleton of a umbrella. He used that umbrella's handle for his walking stick. So he carried the same stick and was accompanied by the same boy again. Once again he came to his office room with his innumerable kin, particularly a dark-skinned boy who was behind him. When he came into his office room, just he shook hands all around, sat down with the boy behind his chair and talked about the weather. When he came into his office room, just he bowed all of them and talked about the present weather of that day. Finally, the narrator or the writer of this lesson broached the subject. That means he asked the subject, Dan Anselmo, about the ranch. That means a very large farm. You sold these people. You sold your land to these people because they are good people and want to be your good neighbors always. Just you sold your land to these people because they were good people and wanted to be your good neighbors always. The narrator just wanted to convince the matter to Dan Anselmo. When you sold to them, you signed a document. When you signed to a deed or document, in that deed you agreed to several things. That they are. One thing was that they were to have the complete possession of the property. Once you signed to a deed, you lost the all rights in your sold land. The narrator just wanted to convince this matter to Dan Anselmo. Now, Dan Anselmo, it seems that every day the children of the village overrun the orchard and spend most of their time there. That means the narrator just wanted to told the matter that the children of Dan Anselmo's village, they always or they every day came to American people's purchased land and they made their disturbance to American people. We would like to know if you, as the most respected man in the village, if you know about that, could not stop them from doing so in order that these people might enjoy their new home more in peace. If you could stop those kind of activities, the people, the American people might enjoy their new home more in peace. So here the writer or the narrator just wanted to convince to Dan Anselmo to stop your village children to overrunning in their property. When Dan Anselmo heard this thing, he stood up and continued. We have all learned to love these Americans, he said, because they are good people. They had all learned to love those Americans because they were good people and good neighbors. He sold them his property. Who sold his property to the American people here? Dan Anselmo sold his property to American people. So he sold them his property because he knew they were good people, but he did not sell them the trees in the orchard. Okay, the Dan Anselmo just here expressed his opinion about the American people's complaint. He only sold his land, not the trees in that orchard. So according to Dan Anselmo, the reason was there. Why did he spoke these words to American peoples? We come on to know about them, so that he told to them that he only sold his property but not trees in the orchard. This was bad. When the narrator and the American people heard those words by Dan Anselmo, the narrator replied to Dan Anselmo, that was very bad. He just pleaded. He just pleaded means here requested the Dan Anselmo, when one signs a deed and sells real property, one sells also everything that grows on the land. So here the narrator just wanted to convince to Dan Anselmo. So he just want to try it like this: when one signs a deed and sells real property, one sells also everything that grows on the land, and those trees, every one of them are on the land and inside the boundaries of what you sold. The thing is here, the narrator just told that once you signed to a deed, you lost everything in your sold property. So just here the narrator wanted to convince to the Dan Anselmo. When he pleaded those words to Dan Anselmo, after that Dan Anselmo replied, yes, he admit that. He replied that, yes, I admit that. He agreed that. He said, I know. He added, I am the oldest man in the village. Almost every one there is his relative, and all the children of Rio and Medio are his sobrinos and naitos. That means his descendants. He just wanted to express the right reason for his opinion or decision. He told that the every people of that village or valley of Rio and Medio, the people of that village, they were relatives to Dan Anselmo. So he told about them that they were the sobrinos and naitos. That means they were his descendants. Descendants means a group of people related to family that existed long ago. So he considered them as his descendants. Every time a child has been born in Rio and Medio, since he took possession of the house from his mother, just he gave his oath to or promise to his mother. That promise was, every child has been born in Rio and Medio, he just planted a new plant in that orchard. Since he took possession of the house from his mother, he had planted a tree for that child. So by this reason, he told that he only sold the land but not the trees in his orchard or in that orchard. The reason was, he just gave his promise to his mother that he had when every child was born in his village, he had just planted a tree for that born child. The trees in that orchard are not mine. The trees in that orchard are not mine. That means, according to Don Anselmo, when he planted a tree by the name of a born child in his village, he considered that those trees were not belong to him, but they were belong to his belong to the children of his village. So just he told that matter to American people. Senor means here, it is a respectable word which is used to American people, just as like Mr. When we use in the English language, Mr., it is a very respectable word. So here American peoples, when they complain about the children of Don Anselmo's village, Don Anselmo used this word senor. Senor means it is a respected word which is used in front of the American people. So the trees in that orchard are not belong to him. He told like this, senor. That means, my dear American people, they belong to the children of the village. So the trees in the orchard were not belong to me or belong to Don Anselmo, but they were belong to the children of his village. Every person in Rio en Medio, born since the railroad came to Santa Fe, owns a tree in that orchard. So every tree of your purchased land, they were not belong to me, that means Don Anselmo, but they were belong to the children of Rio en Medio. He did not sell the trees because he could not. He did not sell the trees because he did not have them, because those trees were not belong to him. So he did not sell the trees because he could not. They are not belonged to him. They are not him. They are not belong to him. When the Don Anselmo said his opinion about the sold land, they were just a moment very surprised. Who were very surprised here? The American people. They come on to conclusion that Don Anselmo was a very principled person and he could stop the children who were overrunning in their property. Their expectation was like that, but here Don Anselmo replied to them that the trees in the orchard were not belong to him, but they were belong to the children of his village. After that, there was nothing they could do. Legally, they owned the trees, but the old man had been so generous, refusing what amounted to a fortune for him. When legally they were owned the trees in that orchard also, but they did not make any decision against Don Anselmo because he was such a principled person. So it took most of the following winter when they came to their renovated house and land in summer. After summer, they took most of the following winter season to buy the trees individually. Individually means every children of Rio en Medio, they buy to the trees by every children of Rio en Medio from the descendants of Don Anselmo in the valley of Rio en Medio. After that, they decided to buy every tree from the descendants of Don Anselmo in the valley of Rio en Medio. So after that they bought every tree by the children of that village and lived happily in that purchased land. So it is the explanation about gentlemen of Rio en Medio. How the things or how the incidents happened in these lessons. Actually, Dan Anselmo was a very generous person or very principled person. So we said that he was such a principled person because when American people just they were ready to give extra amount for his extended land, he did not take extra amount for his extra land. But now when the American people they came to the office room for complaining about the children of his village, when he heard those complaining or complaint, he replied to them that he only sold his land but not the trees in the orchard. So when they listened this or when they heard this, they were little bit of shocked, but they were very hope. They made very hope towards Dan Anselmo, and they did not go against him. Legally, they were they had their right to go against Dan Anselmo in the court. They had the right because they purchased the land of Dan Anselmo. When they purchased the land of Dan Anselmo, everything in that land, ironically, they bought. But here, Dan Anselmo replied to them, he only sold the trees in the orchard, but not, he only sold his land, but not the trees in the orchard. Okay, when they heard this, they had the right to went against Dan Anselmo in the court. But were they did like this? No, they did not like this. They did not make their decision against Dan Anselmo. After a summer, in a coming winter season, they bought the trees individually from the descendants. Descendants, who are the descendants here? The children of the Rio en Medio. So, they bought the trees individually from the descendants of Don Anselmo in the valley of Rio en Medio. So, it is the explanation about this lesson. Gentlemen of Rio en Medio. Is it understood, dear students? Is it understood? Okay. It is about gentlemen of Rio en Medio. You remember more than 4 or 5 2-mark questions from this lesson. First one is how you are say Dan Anselmo was a principled person. The answer for this question is Dan Anselmo was such a principled person so that when American people were ready to give extra amount for his extra land, but Dan Anselmo was not greedy, so he did not take extra amount for his extra land. So we could say that Dan Anselmo was a man of principles. Okay, this is one question. Second question, how did the American people renovated or repaired their purchased land? There are 3 or 4 points are there that they are. One is they replastered the old house. First one. Second one, they pruned the trees. Third one, they patched the fence and moved in summer. This is the answer for that question. Third question, what was the reason for American people's complaint, or how did the children of Rio and Medio make their disturbances to American people? First point, the children of the village, they were overrunning in their property. Second thing, they came every day and played under the trees. Third one, they built little fences around the trees. And fourth one, they took blossoms. It is the answer for that question. Last question, how did the American people buy the trees by the children of Rio and Medio? When Don Anselmo replied them, he only sold his land, not trees in the orchard. In coming winter season, they bought individually from the descendants of Don Anselmo in the valley of Rio and Medio. So, these will be the very expectable questions by this lesson. So, it is the explanation about the lesson, Gentlemen of Rio and Medio. If you have any query regarding to this lesson, or if you have any problems or doubts regarding to this lesson, please ask me. Otherwise, if you have not any doubts regarding to this lesson, I will conclude this lesson now, or I will finish this lesson now. Is there any doubts regarding to this lesson? No doubts. Okay, shall we stop this lesson now? Okay, thank you.